All right, welcome back, guys, to Greenlight Labs Garage. My name is Carlos. We got Valente over here, and we basically got a new project for you guys. The last project we had was a 2012 Chevy Silverado, 5.3 liter, and we did a
Stage 2
camshaft through what? Texas Speed. Intake, cold air intake. Shorty headers on that one too.
No, long tube headers.
Long tube headers.
No cats.
No cats.
Borla
exhaust. We also got a tune for it. What was that delete that we did?
AFM delete.
AFM delete.
And the variable timing delete.
The variable timing delete as well. And what else did we end up doing on that one? That was it, huh?
Yeah.
But anyways, we got a new project for you. It's been slow and steady, but we're going at it. So basically, we got a 1997 Ford F150, 4.6 liter, two-wheel drive, bone stock, and basically this was having overheating issues, and that's the reason, you know, for all this. And then we said, you know what, might as well build it up and see how much power we can get out of it using all these parts. We're gonna go ahead and explain what we got and the reason we got them. So just in case you guys wanna follow, you know, we got the information for you. All right, boys and girls, so this is what we got.
All right, so the truck was having overheating issues. My radiator cracked, my heater core cracked, and then the tube from behind the water pump, it also cracked.
Yeah, very common on those, on the modulars.
The reason why it cracked was because this truck used to be my dad's. So he had it sit, since he owned it, he had it sit for like 10 years. He bought it a year old.
How many miles does it have right now?
It has 120,000 miles, and all the miles that it has is because I put in. My dad
rarely drove it, huh?
Yep.
That's what happens when you let cars sit, man. They just deteriorate.
He never changed the fluids on it or anything. He just let it sit, and that's what happened. So everything inside was rusted. It was eating it from the inside out. So I kept having the problem where the upper intake was always leaking, and I could never figure out why. So then I took it apart, and the gaskets kept messing up. We even put silicone on it, and it would still leak. If it wouldn't leak from one place, it would leak from another. So then we just decided to do all of this. We're gonna put PI heads.
So all that led to all this right here.
And there's still more parts, like the Black Widow exhaust. It's not here.
So tell everybody what you got going on here. Let's start off with this right here.
So we decided to go with silicone hoses.
All right, good
better
choice.
for performance. We got the aluminum pulleys.
Underdrive pulley set.
Yep. Alternator. This is BBK.
BBK.
We also got the BBK throttle body. It's a 75 millimeter.
75 millimeter.
We got the 4 racing spark plug wires, 9 millimeter.
9 millimeter wires.
And we also have the timing chain kit with the components and everything.
Timing chain. We got the guides. Got the sprocket for the crank, chain, and the hydraulic tensioners.
And then we got the intake from a 2003 Ford F150.
So this is the mods that we're gonna do. This is the upgrades. This is out of a what?
2003 Ford F150.
2003 Ford F150.
It's a 4.6 liter.
4.6 liter.
And this was also, we took it in to get it power coated.
It's cast.
Yep.
Cast aluminum.
We try not to go with plastic.
Yeah, we try to avoid this, but there's no way around this here. We're old school, man. We like metal.
Yep. And this is the lower plenum. I can show you guys how the old plenum looks.
Yeah, we'll do a comparison right now. We'll do a comparison for you guys so you guys see the difference. But all right, let's continue. Okay. What do we got here?
This is the timing chain cover. This is the original one from the truck.
All right.
So there's gonna be some bolt issues, but we'll bring that later.
We'll get those too when we get those when we get those.
Yes. And then we have performance coils.
Performance coils.
Then we have the stage 2 PI.
Stage 2 camshaft through comp cams.
Yep.
What's the lift on that? Intake and exhaust?
The valve lift is 0.556 for the intake, and for the exhaust is 0.535.
Alright, let's get a little bit of that right there. Alright, cool. Alright, what else we got?
Then we got the heads.
Those are the same. What year are these?
This is for a 2003 also Ford F150.
2003 Ford F150. That's a 97 F150. And this is the swap we're doing basically.
And this mod could also be done for the Mustangs around the same year.
Alright.
From 99 to 2004, they also decided to do the PI heads on the Mustangs.
Obviously, these mods been done before. This is our first time doing these mods. And we basically wanted to get some performance out of the stock engine. You know, so we did our research. You get more compression out of these, a little bit more compression and better flow design. That's the whole reason for the PI. What's it stand? What's PI stand for?
Performance improved.
Performance improved. And we'll throw numbers on there so you can see the difference between the stock heads and the PI heads. The 5.4 liter came with PI heads as well. So basically, this was our main goal. This is what we started. We wanted better performing heads, you know, without spending too much money. So this is what we got. We had to get the intake to match the heads basically, and the cams obviously are gonna match the year and for the PI heads. What else we got?
So over here we got the chrome short tube headers. I was gonna get BBK tuned headers, but they didn't come with stainless steel or chrome. So we decided to go with an off-brand headers because I couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
And we weren't trying to do long tube headers on this truck.
Well, they look pretty clean, man.
Plus, there's really no space on this truck to really do a lot of work. It's a pain.
Pain, yeah.
Yep.
Just room's limited on these. That's for the EGR.
Yeah. We're still undecided if we're gonna delete the EGR or not.
I think we will. We might end up deleting the EGR, but we'll get that. We'll get there when we get there at the end, I guess.
And here's the cold air intake
Cold air intake by
Volant.
Volant.
Yep. So
nice. Got that. Got the two.
And then we're also, this truck comes stock with it doesn't have electric fans.
Alright, we got
So
a
it has a clutch.
Clutch fans.
So we decided to change that.
Having overheating issues, might as well upgrade the radiator. Alright, tell us a little bit about that radiator there.
So this is a 4-row aluminum radiator. I have a friend that he was having issues with his radiator, so we decided to do all aluminum. And plus, when you're doing performance, it's better to do all aluminum.
Yeah, we don't like plastic like we said, man. But you know, plastic has got its place. I don't believe radiator is one of them. You got too much expansion when it gets hot, cold, etc. And they're glued at the seams anyways, man. Who wants that? You know, we want to get life out of everything, you know. So so this is a 4-row all aluminum radiator. No, pointing at the wrong spot. 4-row aluminum radiator, 14-inch dual electric fans, pullers. We got the stock transmission cooler line assembly, which is going to get eliminated. We're going to run an aftermarket transmission oil cooler. Plug those up or leave them open, doesn't really matter. The last thing you want is something to happen to the radiator and then you get coolant leaking inside your transmission line, or you're mixing in with your transmission oil, and then you got a bad transmission. Now you got to spend $3,000 on a transmission and whatnot. So we're going to avoid that. That's an extra insurance. Always eliminate that. Run it separate. Why not? We're going to basically re-gasket the whole top end, oil pump, Is it a stock oil pump or high performance?
It's a high performance.
So high flow. We got a
Yep.
high flow oil pump. So where's your stock?
Plan, load plan.
Yeah,
And,
let's show them the stock intake. We would show you the heads, but those are gone. We had to use those as cores for those.
So
this is your stock intake. All right. Stock intake, aftermarket, or swap. This is the swap intake out of the 4.6 2003 that came with PI heads. One of the major differences, you see that intake port? It's round, obviously, somewhat. And then you got your PI 2003 intake. You see the difference between both? The radiator might slip down.
está bien, no se cae.
Stock 97 to 2002, 2001, I think, though.
No,
Some Mustang, some Merlin.
99.
To 99. So stock 4.6, and that's the performance improved PI. Better flow, a little bigger, just a different design. And these are about the same as far as the intake or plenum goes on the bottom.
The holes are bigger.
Square.
Yep.
These are oval.
Here's the difference. Here's the both of the plenums right there.
Square. So this is the bottom plenum that feeds the intake. We got your stock intake. Let's see if we can see this here. There you go, that's better. And then you got your PI 2003 intake. See, they're more rectangle. And these are oval.
Yep. Also, there's also a little slight difference where the heater core hoses go. You can tell on the heater hose on the 97,
Yep.
it's on the backside,
Yep.
and from the 99 to 2003 or 4, it's on the front. So we're gonna do.
That's one of the differences as far as the coolant hose goes for the heater core or the heater. It's no longer in the back. It's in the front. Easier access. And what else?
So all the fuel rail will transfer it to the new one. It's gonna.
Transfer over fuel rails, everything should
Yeah.
bolt right up.
Yep, we're gonna use the stock injectors also.
Stock
We're
injectors.
just gonna clean them up.
Probably polish this up so it looks nice and shiny.
Yeah.
And slap it back on the new one. How much horsepower does the truck have right now?
It has 210 horsepower.
210 horsepower?
Yeah, on a two-wheel drive. If it would have been a four-wheel drive, it would have had 10 more horsepower.
Alright. Alright guys, so that's what we got. That's our project now. That's what our videos are going to consist of. We got more projects. We just got to find the time to do it. You know, we got families. We're a little busy, but we appreciate a like and a subscribe and just follow us along. We also have a Instagram account that we're going to try to upload videos to, and we also got a TikTok account. What's the Instagram? Green Knight Labs.
Green Knight Labs Garage.
Green Knight Labs Garage Instagram. We'll post everything in the description below, along with the specs and the years and all that. And yeah, that's it, man. Next video, we're gonna start hopefully putting some stuff together and getting it ready. After everything is said and done, we're not sure yet. We might line this one up with the other project that we did on the previous video, which if you haven't seen, go check it out. It's a 2012 Chevy Silverado 5.3 liter stage 2 cams through Texas Speed, along with some other things. And we might just do a lineup and see, you know, where we're at as far as horsepower, and maybe just do a launch and see, you know, what we got going on. Oh, another thing before I forget, the exhaust.
Oh, the exhaust. So we're trying to do different things. So on truck before we did a Borla exhaust. This one we're gonna do Black Widow exhaust, Venom. We're also gonna do X pipe. The truck before we did a white pipe, because usually for some reason trucks come with the white pipe. We're gonna try to do X pipe to see performance wise how it works. It gives you better performance, we know that, but we're gonna see how much more performance it
Yeah,
does.
we're gonna try it out on the truck because there's limited room. So we found some X pipes exactly for this purpose. So it's gonna be headers, high flow Cali converters.
Yes.
We might delete the rear O2 sensors, X pipe, muffler, which is gonna be one single muffler, dual in, dual out, exit to the back. And once we get that exhaust situated, we'll get you a video of that too. That's about it, man.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
All right.
Murder was a case misdemeanor.